Welcome to the comprehensive learning series conducted by Department of Civil Engineering, Christ College of Engineering, Irinjalakuda. I am Justin Jethanikel, Assistant Professor from the Department of Civil Engineering. Here we are discussing on the topic Basics of Concrete Technology. The questions asked in the previous year for the Assistant Engineer and also the Overseer exam are discussed in this series. So moving on to the first question. The separation of coarse aggregate from concrete during transportation is known as. So many options like shrinkage, creeping, segregation and bleeding is provided here. So in the given question it is asked the separation of coarse aggregate from concrete. So the answer for this particular question is segregation. Okay, so let's go through the explanation of each term. Actually, what do you mean by segregation? The separation of constituent materials of concrete. Okay, if the materials like the coarse aggregates are separated from the concrete mix, then that is called segregation. Then coming to the bleeding, a particular form of segregation in which some of water from concrete comes out to the surface of earth. Okay, here you have to note down that the separation of water from the concrete. So that's called the bleeding. Then moving on to the next term, that is shrinkage. The volume change aspect in concrete due to the loss of moisture at different stages due to the different reasons. So if some loss in the moisture happens or the volume is changing the concrete structure, that's property is called the shrinkage. Then moving on to the last term, creep, time dependent part of strain resulting from a constant stress. So it is regarding with the time. So these are the explanation of different terms. So if you get a question, analyze the four options very clearly and then move on to the next question. And if you are comfortable with the explanation or if you are comfortable with the options, then go to the next question. So that's the case. Okay. Then moving on to the next one, that is compaction factor test is carried out on concrete to determine. Four options are given: compressive strength, tensile strength, workability, setting time. The four options are very clear regarding with these first two options regarding with the strength, how the compressive or tensile, and then workability there is a property, then setting time that is related with the time setting time, initial and final setting time, that properties are discussed. So the option for this question is, if you observe workability, so we will check out what is workability and which are the other tests for determine this workability. Workability is the property of fresh concrete. It's the property of fresh concrete. It means the ease of placement, and workable concrete means the concrete which can be placed and can be compacted easily without segregation. So actually it is a property of concrete, and here you can note down that it can be placed very smoothly and compacted very easily without the property of segregation, any separation of coarse aggregates. And some other tests like slump test, VB test, compaction factor test and Kelly-Ball test. These are some of the tests used to determine the property of this workability. So if the question is asked, if slump test is carried out, that is the answer is also workability. If this Kelly-Ball test or VB test is asked also, the answer is workability. Okay. Then there is another interesting question. The modulus of rupture of M25 concrete may be taken as Newton per mm square. The unit is provided but the value is not given here. So you have to find out. So actually what do you mean by this modulus of rupture? Which is the flexural strength. The other name for flexural strength, it is called the modulus of rupture, flexural strength. Okay. So to calculate this value, there is an equation. To calculate this modulus of rupture, there is an equation, that is 0.7 multiplied by square root of FCK. Actually, what do you mean by this FCK? FCK means the compressive strength of that particular concrete. In this case, the value it is provided as M25. M means mix and 25 the grade of concrete. So here if you observe, here the value of FCK is going to be clearly it is 25. So if you take the values, that is 0.7 square root of 25, it is going to be 5. 0.7 multiplied by it is going to be 3.5 Newton per mm square. So that's the answer. So if you know the unit, if you know the equation well, then you can calculate the value. Then the entrade air in concrete. Okay, pure theoretical question. Okay, the first option increases workability. What happens? Then second option decreases workability, and third option increases strength, and last option does not affect workability. So 4 options are given, and you observe the explanation. The air entered in concrete creates lot of voids within it, isn't it? Thus it reduces strength and also increases workability. So in this given question, if you observe very clearly, the entrade air means the actual air is absorbed or in this concrete. So many voids will be created obviously, isn't it? So this leads to the strength to be reduced and also which increases the workability. So the answer is, it is going to be option A, increases workability. Means if the entrade air in concrete, okay, if the air is entrade means it is inside, okay, it creates voids and it reduces strength and increases the workability. That's the case. So option A. Then moving on to the next one, Lee-Chatelier apparatus is used for testing. This is an experimental test apparatus. And what's the purpose actually this equipment? If you observe, so many options are given here: soundness of cement, hardness of cement, strength of cement, then durabilities of cement. So many options. An unsound cement is one which undergoes a large expansion after setting, causing disruption of the set and a hardened mass. So actually the option it is going to be soundness of cement. This experiment is used, and here it is given an explanation for what is an unsound cement. Okay, it is not related with any sound or likewise. It's the one which undergoes a large expansion after setting, which causes the disruption of the set or the hardened mass. Okay, some volume change is occurring in the case of concrete mix. So that's called the unsound cement. And this experiment or Lee-Chatelier apparatus is used to determine this soundness of cement. Okay, moving on to the next one. The ratio of Young's modulus of elasticity for steel to that of concrete is known as. So many options again: Poisson's ratio, then modular ratio, then bulk modulus and elasticity modulus. So here also different options are provided, and if you observe, what will be the answer for this question? If the Young's modulus of elasticity and for steel to that of concrete. So the answer it is obviously it is going to be, you know that this Poisson ratio, it is lateral strain to the linear strain, then bulk modulus and definition is there, then elasticity modulus, the direct stress to the direct strain is, or normal stress to the normal strain. So the option or the answer for this question is option B, modular ratio. Okay. Then moving on to the next one. For different concrete specimens, each hydrated to the same degree. Okay, once again repeat the question. For different concrete specimens, each hydrated to the same degree, the permeability is, how it is related with this permeability? Option A, higher with lower water cement ratio and higher cement content, lower water cement ratio and higher cement content. And third option, lower with higher water cement ratio and lower cement content, lower with higher water cement ratio and higher cement content. So the options are actually somewhat twisting, since lower and higher is provided and it is getting confused sometimes. So actually in this case, what is happening for different concrete specimens? The answer for this particular question is, if you clearly mention this option B, lower with lower water cement ratio and a higher cement content. So I will explain what is the reason. If you observe, as the increase in water cement ratio, the workability will increase. Workability of the concrete mix will increase, isn't it? Once again repeat. With the increase in water cement ratio, if the water cement ratio is increased, the workability of mix will increase. But it affects the strength of concrete very badly, isn't it? And with more water content, the more water will be trapped inside the voids of concrete. With the progress of time, the water evaporated off, which leads to the which leaves behind the pores. Thus, with more water cement ratio, more voids will be formed, and also vice versa. Okay, listen very carefully. If the water cement ratio is very more, the more voids will be created. As the cement content increases, water cement ratio decreases. Thus, it leads to the less amount of voids can only produce less permeability. Okay, so that's the reason. So the permeability is lower. Permeability is lower with lower water cement ratio and higher cement content. Okay. Then among the properties of cement to determine the compressive strength, what should be the face area of cement mortar cube prepared for conducting the compression test? So again, different options are provided. So please go through the question. So our answer to this particular question is to calculate the face area of cement mortar cube, isn't it? Face area of cement mortar cube. So actually the side for this particular case or the cube is, it is going to be the side or the side length, it is going to be 7.06 centimeter, isn't it? So if you take the side square, you will get approximately 250 centimeter square. So the one side of this cube, it is going to be 7.06 centimeter, and if you take the square, then it is going to be approximately 250. Then another interesting question, that is upright compression members that support decks in bridges are often called as. Different options are provided. Compression, it is a compression member and which supports the deck in bridges. So the options pile, piers, pedestal and step. So let us go through the different definitions of these particular terms, that is pier. A bridge pier is a type of a structure that extend to the ground below into the water to support. Actually this pier, it is going to be provided for the bridge decks. And this pile, it is a basically long cylinder of strong material such as concrete that is pushed into the ground to act as a steady support for built on top of it. So piling, it is provided for the structures to be held down actually, to support the structures very strongly. Then pedestal, it is a foot or base or support for a column, pillar. Okay, pedestal means actually support to the column or pillars. Okay, in the base portion it is created or provided. Then stub is a short element meant to be connected to another structural element. It is also a very short element and which connects the structural elements. So the option for this particular question, it is related to the bridge. Option B, that is pier. Okay, pier, it is the option. Okay. Then moving on to the next one, that is steam curing. Accelerates attainment of strength in concrete because different options are provided. More water is available for curing. Rapid hardening occurs. Hydration of cement is fast. None of this. Different options are provided. Actually, this hydration of cement is the process which leads to the strength attainment of concrete, isn't it? This hydration of the cement, which is a property or which leads to the strength attainment. So during steam curing at ordinary pressure, mostly prefabricated elements are stored in a chamber and then only steam is applied. In case of higher pressure, steam curing, superheated steam at higher temperature is applied on concrete in open atmosphere. So this hydration of cement is happening, or it is going to be very faster while this steam curing occurs. What is this curing provided for this concrete cubes to be attain its strength? We are providing different types of curing will be taken out. So that is the case regarding this. Some of the questions right now we discuss some of the questions from the basics of concrete technology. So I hope the section is clear, and with this we wind up today's session. Thank you.